Welcome back to Social Club. Irah's here from United People's TV. We had a good old chat last week, didn't we, about the pressure on Van Gaal. It's gotten even bigger this week. It genuinely felt like, though, and I probably said this last week as well, to be fair, but like the result at Norwich was like the straw that broke the camel's back for a lot of Man United fans. I'd seen a lot of, there were murmurings, they became increasingly loud. They were full on just meltdowns all over social media, and a lot of generally quite level-headed people as well seem to have had enough.
Yeah, well, it's just like I said last week, well, we should give to the end of the season. it's probably not looking that way at the minute.
But might get to the end of the year.
Well, at the end of the day. No, but before the game, I'm looking at the team. I'm thinking, oh, hang on, this is a decent team. This is, we've got Rooney back. We've got Smalling back. We've got Herrera and Schneiderlin on the bench. Who's got the bingo card out? Herrera.
Yeah, Herrera. Yeah, I remember him. He's good. Robbie would be chuffed.
Yeah. So anyway, I looked at it and I thought to myself, this is a decent team. This is, and like Norwich, I think they've won one in their like previous 11. So I thought, if we can get an early goal, we could smash these about another 4-0 again. And the first 20 minutes of the game, we were playing all right. We had Rooney up top by himself. Martial was out on the right this time. And
for shits and giggles.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Christmas tombola, almost.
Why not?
But, we were playing okay, and I thought, we were playing attacking football, the passing was good. Rooney looked not great, but he looked as if he was interested, and he looked better than, the past, few previous games that he played in as well. And, Norwich, they have one chance on goal. They score. I can blame Ashley Young for the goal, but, Ashley Young, he was out of position.
Yeah.
And it goes back to Van Gaal again because he got rid of Raphael, who should have been, who I still think that should be at the club.
I thought he was a terrific player.
And me. But
it's players like that. He does have the utility players to play there. I mean, is Blind injured or something? Was he playing?
Yeah, Blind. Blind wasn't too bad actually.
Blind can play as a left back, can't he? He did that at the World Cup for Louis Van Gaal, of all people. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like you mentioned the World Cup. Yeah, you go back to like the game against Spain, and Van Persie scores that header, and he runs over to Van Gaal and gives him the high five, and we were all thinking, yes, that's the Van Gaal again. I pictured the same scenario happening in my mind. Yeah, like a Liverpool away, and lots of angry Scousers, giving it. But
not sure what that was going to be.
I love how he stops. He's like, I'm going to leave it here just in case. What were we saying?
It's getting dark outside,
Yes.
Yeah. No, I just the Van Gaal one's a weird one for me because he always felt, I don't know what your thoughts on it, Pep, but he always felt to me like a good stopgap solution. I don't know who was it.
How long's he got left now? Is it a year and a half? Or?
Yeah, year and a half, yeah.
I'd give him a day and a half, honestly. We've said this previously, Mourinho's there, go and get him. Have some bollocks, just sack the fella. Yeah. He's not arsed, he'll go back to Holland, probably get a nice cushy job at Ajax. Yeah. He's been round the block, he's not bothered, he knows he's a stopgap. And what I think it's doing is what Ferguson left, was enough, and Moyes done a terrific job.
Except no one ever.
In hindsight, actually, Moyes' job wasn't that bad now, because he didn't spend as much money, and he got them to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, which is a lot further than teams have done recently. I just feel like a lot of things have been eroded. Like you just mentioned about players leaving there. The likes of Hernandez leaving, players that really should be there and should be getting used, but because of Van Gaal and his arrogance, they've left the club and they won't come back. Yeah. And it's hard.
Bad decisions have come back to haunt him.
And I just think for me, he's eroding what Ferguson left, the legacy. And that wasn't supposed to be like that. It was almost supposed to be, when they got him in, it was supposed to be, you look after us for 3 years, then we bring Ryan Giggs through. And I just think he's eroding. I just think, get rid of him now. Just get bin him, get Mourinho in. Because I just don't think it's that hard to sort Man United out. It's just, get them playing one way, stick to it. You've got good players. Rooney needs a bit of confidence. He'll get that when he signs for us and becomes the captain. That's sound.
You can have them. Just give us stones in return, and we'll.
Listen.
It's all
No,
good.
we want stones.
You
You had your chance.
money.
You had a chance back in the
Listen,
summer.
listen,
And that went well, didn't
they
it?
said it. Money can't buy you stones.
Yeah.
You should get fuck all, so fuck off. I mean, that might well happen. Rooney will be playing for Everton. I've got it on.
I'd take Lukaku now, let alone.
You know what? I'm sure you would, but you can fuck off as well.
Still love here on Ball Street.
Absolutely.
I mean, you might get one of them, but I just get rid, because I honestly don't think Van Gaal would be that arsed. He'd just go, give us me payoff. I'll go to Amsterdam. I'll chill out. I'll do whatever you do in Amsterdam, but I'll have 3 of them. And it'll just be chill out time for him, and him and Dick go on the ale, and it'll be payoff central, and everyone will love it. Dick have a cart.
Yeah, I thought that was where you were going.
Yeah.
He wasn't thinking anything else. Don't get excited.
Weird use.
Yeah, defo. No, it's a mad one, like the Man United thing, because there's a very fine line, isn't there? You know, you must have been looking up the table enviously at them, regardless. Like,
Yeah,
but,
no, I don't see, like, you guys are thereabouts.
This is the thing, but this is the point: is that Man United have been there or thereabouts, but there's a fine line, because if you're not playing decent football,
Yes.
I mean, it's not what we said earlier about performances or what have you, but I mean effective football. If you're not playing effective football and you're up there and you're riding your luck, it goes one of two ways.
Yeah.
It's either a staging area, as it were, to propel yourselves onwards, or you get found out and you've got the dip off there, and it's what have you got to fall back on, because you actually need to improve the way the way you're playing football in order to get higher up the table. And I think it looks like it was a tipping point. It could have gone one way or the other. At the minute, it looks like Man United are being figured out more than they.
That's what it's like with us. It's like Martinez is that fella sitting in a building telling you it's all right while it's on fire, and it's almost like the same at Man United. It's like the fans have just been almost waiting for that.
Martinez is the one go. There's a literally direct route straight out the building, but he wants you to go and check every window first.
No, but there's a route over there, and you get to walk past like really nice sculptures. And even though it's
also on fire,
but it's a lot. But the floors might go under your feet, but you get to walk past the Mona Lisa. I mean, which one would you rather have, a safe exit, or you get to walk past these fine pieces of art? That's the Martinez way.
And
but
you
we're not
could
talking about
get the
Martinez.
exit at the
We're
end.
talking about Louis Van Gaal. What I'm saying is, though, on Saturday, I almost think that was a performance for some Man United fans were waiting for, because it does give you that reason to go nuts. I mean, our last few performances at Everton, they've been draws and we pissed them away, and fans have been going, no, it's all right. And you almost felt on Saturday it was a reason to go, oh, no, we knew this was going to happen. And it's almost like that at Man United. And I think they've got now the excuse to just say, listen, we thought we were going up, but we're not. We're getting beat by Norwich City. Yeah. And is anything worse in life than getting beat by Norwich City? Because I haven't found it yet.
But this goes right back to the point we're making about how crazy the Premier League is. Because, you know, it is the most competitive league in the world. And it has gone full circle.
You say competitive, I say crap.
Every team.
Because you're just jealous.
It's because
of all these teams that you perceive yourself to be bigger than, doing things better than you have ever done.
We generally are probably bigger than most of them, but that's not the reason. Yeah, you're generally wrong. That jumper's wrong. There's a lot of things wrong. You've been sitting there playing with your socks. There's a lot of things wrong. Listen.
He's getting some new ones for Christmas. He can afford to root those.
He's not. I've been told he's not.
On the second day of Christmas.
Chris, come on. Get yourself down to Primark, mate.
Chris's secret Santa is not socks.
I fear we've lost the track somewhat on this one.
But I'm
dead right, because you just said that about Leicester. You just said you basically wish.
No. What I'm saying is, though, quality-wise, it's still not. I'm talking about the Premier League as quality. Yeah. I don't think the quality is brilliant, but you're right. The fear factor's gone as well. Man United, Chelsea.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
The fear factor's gone everywhere. There's no fear factor.
Question then, because all the reports are that it's the Boxing Day game against Stoke. It's going to be the deciding factor for Van Gaal. Lou, would you sharing a name with the guy? Do you feel that empathy towards it? No. Is it going to be? Would you pull the trigger and what would it be based on, a defeat, or even if he won? What would you do?
I don't like, because I'm, like you're saying, I'm enviously looking up. It's if you're thereabouts.
Just us because we're taller than you, or
Do we stand up and check?
Yeah, okay.
We can do that
I've
too.
got stilettos. It's fine. I'll get them out the bag.
Because I'm Kent nights out.
Yeah.
Because I'm enviously looking up. I'm there going,
It's for his sister.
well, I don't see what the issue is. Because the whole... Shut up. I only got on 30 seconds later. Because, you know...
Because
yeah, and then obviously you got January where he can, if he needs to, he can bring in that one player which could, you know, project them forward for the rest of the season. It's not a case of sack him straight away, because I think...
But isn't that another reason to sack all these managers? You know, Mourinho going, Van Gaal always show that is that January market that is so important now. That if you went out and bought 2 or 3 players, I mean, look, we're all talking about, you know, we mean talking about...
At that level, though, can you get 2 or 3
but
players?
Would you... But okay, we'll put it this way,
It's
right?
going to be tough in January
Put it this way,
compared to the
right?
summer.
Put it this way, though. If Van Gaal or Mourinho had gone knocking on the door and said, I want players, and they were told no, isn't that even worse than not sacking them in, but not letting them have any money? Because a manager might come in, he might have identified, I think, at Chelsea, I've heard they want Drogba back. They've already identified what needs there. A different manager can do that. And it'd be the same. Mourinho will come in and straight away he'd identify maybe getting rid of 2, bring it. He might look at Leicester and think, I'll go and get Vardy. I'll make them an offer they just simply can't refuse.
Yeah.
And Leicester might just say as a club, they might hold ground and go, well, no. But then someone might go, well, actually, what could we do with 40 million for this player?
Yeah.
That might only have
my
season left.
My thinking's very much along the lines of, as a Liverpool fan, I want them to keep Van Gaal. I think Man United, you've got a storied history of backing your managers and giving them the time. Fergie was rubbish in his first few years, wasn't he? Remember that? He turned it round. Keep Van Gaal. Keep him. And keep selling your centre-forwards as well. It's amazing. Keep trusting Wayne Rooney as a striker. Sensational.
It's the Christmas
keep
message.
Keep that up. Keep it up. This is like the Queen's speech.
Yeah.
Only directly at Manchester United's board of directors.
And don't let virgins into your hotels either.
Keep it going. Keep it going. But the fact, if I didn't hold so much hatred towards Manchester United, I would go, yeah. Do what Liverpool did with Rodgers and just go, because we could have kept Rodgers. The draw with Hughes was not a sackable offence, but you know we could have probably kept a few more. We probably could have kept a few more games, and he might have picked it up. But a decisive bit of action was taken because they knew there was a guy there waiting who was better than what we had.
And I also think with Van Gaal as well, is that when you mentioned Ferguson there, they were looking 5, 10, 15. What did it end up? 26 years or whatever it was. Van Gaal's only got 18 months left. This isn't a long-term manager, is it? You know what I mean? So you say,
there is no long-term manager in football.
So next year, let's say he wins nothing.
Alan Pardew's Newcastle contract.
He wins nothing this season, then he's got 1 season left. What does he do?
He's going to go for it.
Yeah, but what does he do with that 1 season? What does he get to the summer? He buys all players that are only...
He'll ensure that he'll bring players in, and that, you know, like once his contract's over, then there's still a lot in place so that the next manager can come in.
But he's saying is if he doesn't win anything this season, he's got 1 year to go. Why wouldn't you spunk all your money up the wall on instant rewards? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't you not go out and buy a load of 30-year-olds to fill your team with, who might get you the results, whereas it's not going to build Man United.
When there's a manager there who could come in and get serious...
And spunk all the money on short-term rewards.
Because Mourinho is short-term.
But I still think he's got more energy, more desire, and I think the fans will get behind him, and I just want it to happen.
So you want the mini Louis Van Gaal, well, not mini anymore, but you want the guy who basically has the same philosophy.
When was the last time Louis Van Gaal won something?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I probably wasn't even born or something.
5 years ago.
There you go. When was the last time Mourinho won something?
7 months ago.
Exactly. There you go.
7 months, 16 days, 42 hours.
I can't wait a minute.
Anyway, yeah. Well, look, we're up to... Are you happy at the moment, though?
No, I'm not. This is the worst Christmas ever. Christmas is cancelled.
And I've lived on the streets. I've lived on the streets in the cold.
In the ghetto.
So there you go. Ira's not happy.
On that note,
Could Van Gaal and the Man United
save
players
us, Mourinho, save us.
Make him happier on Boxing Day? Let us know your thoughts. Can Man United do Stoke and keep Van Gaal in a job? Let us know in the comments below. Check out the rest of the show still to come. We're going to be talking about Liverpool, because why not? And also, so far we've talked about the mad form table, the potential of 2 strikers up front, and a whole host of other fascinating topics. Go and check them all out on the Ball Street channel, subscribe, etc., etc. Do it now.